do 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 do. Hey everybody, it's Jonesy. It's good to be here today. I hope you guys are well. It's super duper late right now, but you know me, I got to get that video out. Thank you so much for tuning in. So much has happened since I last talked to you guys, and let's get started hearing about what's been going on in my life. So, I got to write it down because you know who I am. I can't remember. Okay, so last time I talked to you guys, let's see what was going on. I can't think of what was going on, but let me tell you some of the fun things I've been doing. You guys know I've been talking to you guys about showing kindness, right? So I've been on this thing that I've made up in my mind that I am going to do my very best to be kind. And so I've been trying to find, just in my personal life, being more kind and being conscious of the things that I say and the things that I do. But I was trying to take it to a higher scale. And so what I did was, this last weekend or 2 weekends ago, my church has been doing a church-wide cleanup because we're having a really big conference this weekend. If you guys want to visit me, come to my church, First Pentecostal Church off of 27th Avenue, Marguerite. We would love to have you there. We're having our annual Mountain State Council, and it is a church service with all the area churches that are in our organization are going to be coming, and I would love to have you guys there. And so we were just beautifying our church and getting it ready, and so it was lots and lot of people that were there, and it was really nice, and just having an opportunity just to help out. Even the smallest thing, we had, some of the kids helping, grown-ups helping, older people helping, and everybody just found their area of expertise. And you know how this saying goes, many hand makes work light. And that's exactly what it was. And it was just a wonderful time just to participate, just to be able to do your part. And that was a wonderful thing. So that was something exciting that I did get to do. And then the second thing I got to do is we went to an area senior home. And that was pretty powerful because a lot of times, did you guys know that there are people in these senior assisted living places who never have anyone come and visit them? And it's such a nice thing when they get, even if you're not a relative of theirs, just for you to go and just to, sometimes play games with them, checkers or chess, or just some of the elderly ladies do their nails, just any kind of way that you can show some form of kindness to these people. They just really appreciate it. So a group of us went down to an area nursing home and or senior home, that's what they call it these days. And we sang songs to them. We spoke encouraging words to them. We prayed with them, and just some of them were they cried, they just laughed, they clapped their hands, they sang along. And guys know, it was really special. And so I'm really excited that I had an opportunity to be a part of that. So that was something great that I also got to do. So let's see what else happened this week. I've been working on my Duolingo, which is really nice. Can't say anything to you right now. I'm gotta practice saying it. I don't embarrass myself, but I have been working on my Duolingo, working on my Spanish, and it was amazing because I hadn't done it for a couple weeks, you guys, and then all of a sudden I got on. And once I got on, it was just like, boom, boom, boom. It just came back to me. It was just so natural. I just have to stick with it. I look back and think about, even in the last 2 years, how many times I've worked on it and started it for a little while, and then I stopped it, started and stopped it. Just imagine if I hadn't stopped it and I would just continued on. I can always start all over today, right? You can't, as they say, you can't cry over spilled milk. And so I'm doing my very best to just try it again because I really want to learn Spanish. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to go ahead. And again, I'm going to get back on this horse, and I'm going to try it again. So that's what I've been doing. So if you guys haven't checked out Duolingo, check out Duolingo. It's awesome. You know, somebody who doesn't know English, there's a section at the top of the app that you can change it from Spanish to English, so you can learn Spanish, or if you know Spanish, to be able to learn English. And those who know English, you just put up their Spanish or whatever language you want to learn. It is the coolest thing, and it is absolutely free. Let's see what else happened. You guys, I cannot believe that this weekend is almost the 15th. I mean, literally half of the month is going to be over by the end of this week. And you know what Friday is? Woo-hoo. Friday is Valentine's Day. I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't like Valentine's Day because it's all about boyfriends or girlfriends or husbands and wives or whatever. But you know what? Honestly, I have gotten to the point where that Valentine's Day is not a day of just necessarily if you have somebody, but it's about a day of showing love or showing kindness. And so I've really emphasized to my kids, not my kids, but my personal children, that even since they were very little, I always got them something, just a little something, just to say, hey, I love you, and I acknowledge you. And I think that's what I challenge you guys to do that to someone that you care about. I mean, whether it's a parent or a daughter or a friend or somebody, get them a chocolate bar, or get them a little something that they always enjoy. Buy them a Starbucks or something, and just say, hey, I was thinking about you, and you mean a lot to me. Not necessarily, I just think it's a powerful way, even on that special day, just to let people know how much you care about them. Do you have to wait till Valentine's Day? Absolutely not. Doing it anytime means a lot. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to Valentine's Day, just to show, my kindness to other people too. What else is going on? What did I write down? Let's see. Oh, the grossest thing happened to me, you guys. Well, not gross. This weekend after I told you guys I had joined a book club. And so I went to a study group. This isn't the book club. This is a study group I'm in. So I'm in a book club, but also I'm in a study group. Because you guys, I love learning. And I understand that as I learn and develop, it changes me as a person. It makes me a better person. So you guys get to learn something. And I went to this book study group, or this study group that I'm in. And it's a leadership study group, which is really nice. It's about Christian leadership. And of course, leadership's leadership. But I went to that, and when it was over, a bunch of us went out to eat. And so we were trying to figure out what to eat. We went to Angry Crabs. So you guys ever been to Angry Crabs before? Okay, so it wasn't what I expected. So I walk in the door, and you guys, guess what? There is graffiti everywhere. And I'm just like, okay, the teacher side of me, I'm like, what the heck is going on? I mean, graffiti everywhere, on the walls, almost on the ceiling. I mean, just everywhere is graffiti. And I'm just like, where have you guys taken me? And they were just laughing like, what is wrong with you, Charlotte? And I was just like, what's up with the graffiti? She was like, oh, that's part of the, how the atmosphere is. That's what you can do. You can like write on the stuff. And I was like, okay. And then, we sat down at the table, and then all of a sudden, she puts on this big old tart paper on the, on the table. And I'm just like, okay. And then afterwards we, they were like, here's your gloves. And I'm like, gloves? And then they were like, what do you want in your bag? And I'm like, bag? Okay, so no one's warning me about, Angry Crab, how this is seafood place. Okay, so I guess I haven't been in a lot of places. And so next, they bring our food out. And, I was just like, okay, I'll just have some, because I don't eat meat. You guys know that. And I just got like onion rings, corn on the cob, and some cornbread. Because I just wasn't doing all this. And so they brought it out, and I need you to imagine this. Okay, so they've got these bibs on, gloves on, and they're snapping and cracking crab legs and sopping up. So, I'm just like this, and they're just laughing at me. But you know what? When I got past all the craziness of how everybody was eating and everything, we had so much fun. And I enjoyed watching them enjoy themselves eating. So, I ate my onion rings, the best onion rings I've ever had in my life. And we just had a really good time. So if you like seafood and you like sloppiness and just eating it by the pound, then Angry Crab is the place for you, okay? I don't have to ever go again, or if I do go, it'll be just to get some to-go onion rings. So, yeah. But it was fun fellowship with my friends. Let's see what else happened. Crazy weather, right? I mean, you guys were in Phoenix, Arizona, and like we've got like it's in the 70s like for 2 days, and then it drops to 65 and then 52, and then it's back up to 70 again. It's like we never know what's going on. And so I'm at the point where, you know what, I'm just like, hooray, if it's a great day, enjoy the day, because I don't even know what tomorrow's going to hold. I don't know if it's going to be cold or not. And so they said by the end of the week, it's supposed to be super cold. So, we're just like, whatever, let's just enjoy the day. It's kind of like that. What's the weather where you live at? What's happening where you live? What's the weather? I know I was talking to my daughter. She told me last week, the one that's in Oklahoma, she had her babies, my grandbabies, out in the snow. You guys, snow. So I have nothing to complain about, because she's talking about snow, and I'm just talking about, warm weather. So there you go. Or cool weather compared to her, right? Let's see. Big question. What's the question I'm asking you today? What will you do to make a better you? What are you going to do? What have you done? What will you do? Try something different. Don't be afraid. It's always a new adventure. You will be surprised at the prospects or things that might happen when you attempt to try something different. I know I just bought at Ross, I bought this really cool rock collection, and not a rock collection, but painting rock thing. And I'm going to invite a couple girls over, or a couple girls are going to use my kit, and we're going to paint rocks. It sounds pretty good. Sounds kind of fun. I know some of the people are going to be kind of shy because they're not really painters. But you know what? I think it's going to be fun to try something different. It was only like $6 at Ross. And so we're going to try that. If you guys have ever painted rocks, you haven't painted rocks, you should try it. I'll have to tell you guys how that's going to be. We're going to do it like about 2 weeks. So let's see. I think I told you guys everything. Oh, I know something fun that's happening at the end of the week. At the end of the week, I'm going to see an inspirational speaker. Her name is Joyce Myers. I don't know if you guys have heard of her before. She is fantastic. She does, she's actually on TV a lot, and she does Enjoy Everyday Living. I love that. She's such an inspiration. I mean, she just really encourages people, to just to see themselves better, and to make better choices, and to establish a relationship with Christ. And but she's just talks every day, and I just love that. I mean, that's like my inspiration. And so I get to go see her this weekend, so I'll have to tell you guys how that went. I mean, it's probably going to be like 1,000 women there, and it's absolutely free, you guys. And I love free. It just kind of I love hearing her story about her meager beginning of how she, started off just having a class with just about like a couple women, and then it gradually got bigger and bigger, and then she became, now she's like a household name, and it's just so inspiring. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get as big as she is, but you know what, you guys? If I can inspire people right where I am, then that's all that counts, right? It's not necessarily about the numbers. And I say that all the time. I would love to have 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers, but if I just, have people that are watching me and are inspired or encouraged to strive for a better them, then that's all I'm asking for today. That's all I really want out of life, and that is to, as you watch this video, get up and say, you know what? I'm tired of watching TV. I'm tired of just sitting here watching YouTube videos. I want to get up and I'm going to try something new, whether it's planting a garden or reading a book or playing a piano or learning how to cook, or even deciding that, you know what, I'm tired of my job and I'm going to go back to school. Whatever it is, my desire is that I'll just encourage you to want to do better. encourage you not to be afraid, that if you've fallen down, if you messed up, or you failed at something before, so what? The greatest, most successful people have failed over and over again. And if you could just get up and say, you know what? I want to be successful. I want a better life. I want things to change. I want to get my GED. I want to get my diploma, or whatever it is I want to do. I want to get good grades in school, or I want a promotion, whatever it takes, you guys. I know something interesting happened to me is I put together a binder, and that's something I should tell you. I put together a binder, and inside the binder is my projected thing that I want to do in the next couple of years. And on the front of the binder, I put, "It seems impossible until it's done." And so that's my quote for right now that I'm trying to do. I know it was short-term sacrifice for long-term gain, but now it seems impossible until it's done. And so I just put things in there to try to encourage myself, to prepare myself for my next jump. And it seems a little nervous, but you know what? I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to do it one thing at a time, consistently doing it. And I know that one day I'm going to be able to achieve that. So I've just been talking and just telling you everything. But again, my question for you again, I said it earlier, and that is, what are you going to do this week to make a better you? Don't let anything stop you. Just jump out there. Just tell yourself, I can do it. And even when that little person inside of you is too afraid and says, I don't think I can do it, just tell yourself, yes, I can. And even if I mess up, it's okay. The point is, I tried, and I'm going to keep trying until I get it right. And if you believe that and you keep on doing that, I guarantee you one day you're going to look up and you've done it, and you've done it very well. And there are going to be people who've been watching you, and you're going to inspire them to continue on and try, because they saw you fail, but you got back up and you kept doing it, and now you are a better you. So you guys, I love you so much, and I'm hoping that the things that I say today encourage you to get out there and to do something different. Don't forget, be kind, be nice, and consider others above yourself. I love you so much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next week and talking to you. Leave your comments and your questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful evening. God bless.